earlier this morning, the Yankees Twitter team put out this graphic right here, a lineup for their very first spring training game of 2022, and Luke Voit was slated to be their starting first baseman. Well, fast forward to about 13 minutes ago, that is no longer the case. As you can see, Austin Wells is now their number 4 hitter, and Luke Voit is nowhere to be seen, and that is because breaking news, Luke Voit is heading to the San Diego Padres. Slam Diego. I cannot wait to break this trade down, and honestly, Yankees fans, you got more than I was expecting. At first, I was a little bit underwhelmed, but the more I thought about it, you actually got a pretty solid deal. If this is your first time on the channel, we do this every single day, so don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And also, if you're going to any spring training games or regular season games, make sure that you guys are using code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save yourself 20 bucks off your entire purchase. Not only do we have to talk about Luke Voit going to the Padres, Nick Castellanos, it's all but been confirmed that he is going to a team in the East. We also have a brand new #1 prospect in all of baseball, and Freddie Freeman has made his way to the LA Dodger facilities, and he's wearing Corey Seager's old number 5. I mean, Freeman wore number 5 in Atlanta, so this just makes sense. Now, without further ado, the moment that you've all been waiting for, I am not going to dilly-dally or waste any time. I want to go ahead and deep dive into this Luke Voit to the Padres trade, because a lot of Yankees fans are not happy, and maybe rightfully so, because you only got one prospect in return, but that is not the fault of Luke Voit. To me, that is the fault of the Yankees. They completely botched the timing of this trade, but we'll go ahead and talk about that in just a moment. So the complete trade, it's a 1-for-1. The Yankees are getting a 20-year-old right-handed flamethrower, Justin Lange. He was the 34th overall pick back in 2020, and he was the 8th overall prospect for the San Diego Padres. A lot of Yankees fans were just hoping that they could get a top 15 prospect in return. They got a top 10 prospect from the Padres. The Padres are known for their developments of pitchers, so the fact that they believe in this kid enough to rank him at their number 8 prospect at 20 years old, he definitely has some tools. He can get up to a 101 fastball. He's 6'4". I really like his delivery. It's very smooth. It's effortless in my opinion. So the Yankees actually did fairly well considering Luke Voit, he didn't do himself any favors. The fact that he's been injured almost every single season, and the Yankees signed Anthony Rizzo. So they botched this to me, because they should have traded a year ago when he was coming off his 2020 campaign, in which he was a home run champion. And again, I just want to mention this. It really has nothing to do with the trade, but Luke Voit has a 162 WRC plus with runners in scoring position. So not only does he hit a lot of home runs, but when runners are in scoring position and the Yankees needed him most, he delivered. A 162 WRC plus is 62% better than the average hitter, so he was clutch. The only problem is, again, let me reiterate this. He's a 32-year-old going on 33 years old. He doesn't stay healthy, and at this point, the Yankees had signed Anthony Rizzo. So when you factor in all of those equations, they completely lost all of their leverage. So the only thing that they could get from the Padres was one single low-A pitcher, and when it was first announced that they were getting a low-A pitcher, I thought, that's it? There's no way that the Yankees just got fleeced by the Padres, because Luke Voit, whether you like him or not, or you think he's injury-prone or not, when he's healthy, he is one of the best first basemen offensively in the league, and even if you put him at a DH spot, which is what they're going to do against lefties now that he's in San Diego, I just felt like the Yankees got robbed. But then it came out that they got a number 8 prospect in Justin Lange. He's 20 years old. He can get up to 101 miles an hour. He's 6'4" with an effortless delivery. He could be a project that the Yankees turn into a mini Garrett Cole. That is just me being dramatic. That is me trying to be optimistic for all you Yankees fans. But if you're a Padres fan, you didn't really lose anything, because you kept Blake Snell, you kept Dinelson Lamet. A lot of Yankees fans were expecting a top flight prospect in Dinelson Lamet, or a number 2 starter in Blake Snell to be slated behind Garrett Cole. That was never going to happen. But again, Luke Voit did not do himself any favors. He could not stay healthy. And even a few days ago, he voiced his frustrations after the Yankees chose Anthony Rizzo over him a second time. He was quoted as saying, "That's twice." So he was almost keeping track of all of the times that the Yankees disrespected him. And when he was saying "that's twice," it reminded me of an old Bryce Harper clip when he was back in the minors, when he got ejected and was saying, "That's twice. That's freaking twice." I don't know why it reminded me of that. Kind of made me feel young again. But yeah, let me go ahead and show the Luke Voit reaction. He was quoted as being relieved and excited to not be in New York anymore.
I can't wait. Be 75 every day. I'm going to do New York in April now. But really happy. It's a good thing for my career, kind of a fresh start, with a new team. And most of all, I feel, I want to thank the Yankees for, bringing me over here and giving me a chance to play. I was kind of stuck, in St. Louis, so I appreciate everything they did. Loved the fan base, loved putting the pinstripes on, smashing beers together, and doing the home run trot. So I wish all the guys, the best of luck, and I'm excited for a bright future.
So if you're a Yankees fan, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you make of this trade? Again, it is not a salary dump because, first of all, the Yankees don't have any room for him, and you got a top 10 prospect in return. Usually a salary dump, you barely get a top 20 prospect. So I would say this is a small win for both teams because I'm not sure how healthy Luke Voit is going to be in 2022. That is just me being completely honest and realistic with all of you Padres fans, but if he is right, he is going to be a 30-plus home run guy with an 850 OPS, and I really feel like he can make some noise in San Diego and make that park absolutely erupt because their fans are crazy. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and let's move on over to Nick Castellanos, one of the most exciting hitters in all of baseball. It is basically confirmed right now that he is going to the Philadelphia Phillies, and man, that offense is going to be nasty. But it's not going to be nasty, or it might actually be the real definition of nasty, because nasty kind of has two different definitions, like ew, stinky, or wow, that's going to be really sick. So the offense is going to be nasty. Oh, that's going to be sick. Whereas the defense, it's going to be very stinky because now they have Schwarber, they have Alec Bohm, they have Hoskins, Harper, and Castellanos potentially all in one lineup. And Didi Gregorius is not a Gold Glover anymore, so that is going to be tough. But here's Bryce Harper on his thoughts on what the Phillies are going to be doing going forward because they're trying to play catch up.
I think we just need to understand as a team and organization that other teams are doing the same thing, right? You have the Braves that are going to be that much better this year with Ozuna coming back, getting Olsen as well. Seeing the Mets and what they have done and what they're doing in this division as a team, getting Scherzer, bringing in Kana and a couple of other guys. Everybody's just getting that much better. So I believe that we just need to get that much better as well, so we can keep competing, keep staying, within reach of those guys.
So if this does come to fruition and Nick Castellanos goes to the Phillies, this would put Philadelphia over the CBT threshold, so they are going to get taxed and they don't care. Bryce Harper is a two-time MVP, and when he signed, he was promised by the Phillies management that he was going to be supported. They did sign Zach Wheeler, which is great. They picked up Kyle Schwarber. Nick Castellanos is going to be a fantastic ad if it does come true, and all they really need is for Aaron Nola to be himself and for Ranger Suarez to be a very solid number 5. He broke onto the scene a year ago in 2021 and he was sensational, so if he can keep that up, I really feel like the Phillies have a chance, but that division is tough with the Mets and the Braves. So real quick, let's talk about the new #1 prospect in all of Major League Baseball, Bobby Witt Jr. He overtakes Wander Franco as Franco graduated to the big leagues, and I cannot wait to see Bobby Witt Jr. in that powder blue Kansas City uniform. Now, speaking of blue uniforms, Freddie Freeman has made his way to the Dodger facilities. He showed up in a suit and a glove. I thought this was kind of funny, but it just shows Freddie Freeman lives for the game of baseball. And that does it for today's recap. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully there's a second video today. I'm expecting a Trevor Story signing or a Carlos Correa signing. So turn on those bells. Make sure you guys use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save yourself some money and stay safe. Also, make sure you're watching Spring Training Baseball. Baseball's back.